We've talked in the past about dolphins being considered non-human persons and getting certain rights that the average animal may not have. And there's actually a group called the Non-Human Rights Project, and they say they are the only organization working toward actual legal rights for members of species other than our own. Their mission is to change the common law status of at least some non-human animals from mere things. So I think that this is very interesting because when I was looking around at different websites about giving animals some kind of non-human person rights, most of them are animals that we tend to think of as close to humans in some way, shape, or form, either in terms of what appears to be kind of like an evolutionary way in terms of the great apes, etc., in terms of intellect, like dolphins, dogs, etc. And I'm curious whether, if we talk about which animals should be selected to have special rights, is the question of how close they are to humans really a good way to determine who should be included, Lewis?
Yeah, well, I think that for some reason is the barometer because we are the most intelligent creatures on the planet. So you have to compare them to us and you say, well, how closely did they resemble us? Can they think like us? Can they feel like us? But we've got protections coming from all sorts of different directions. Of course, you've got the people who are worried about endangered species. How many of these creatures exist? Protections are awarded in that way. So I don't know. It's a complicated issue, but I think any type of protection or I don't know heightened awareness or help that animals can get on this planet is going to be a huge help because they're all in trouble. Let's be honest.
The other thing is, if you don't believe in evolution, can you even really contribute to the conversation about non-human rights for animals, right? I mean, if you do believe in creationism, you have a drastically different view about this because you actually believe there are humans and there is everything else, and there is no sliding scale where we say, well, here are animals that really seem to have an intellect that is close to humans. It would be much more palatable to say, God created humans, we are the only ones with souls, that's it, right? So it's interesting because whether you believe in evolution or creationism has a practical implication when thinking about something like non-human personhood in the context of animal rights.
I think largely we are talking about people who do believe in evolution and they're the ones involved in trying to get these animals help or trying to place these I don't know, what do you call it, titles on different animals. I'm sure it is people who are a bit more scientific.